Today we're going to learn about drilling and tapping on a lathe. This is an essential operation and you'll use it to make your cap. Step one is to mount your workpiece in a 4-jaw chuck and zero the runout. This is shown at 2 times speed. We're looking to achieve less than about 0.02 of total runout on your dial indicator. Once you've got your part mounted up and zeroed, you should have the pilot hole already drilled in it. So next you'll mount your tap drill in the tailstock. Be sure you look up the correct tap drill. You'll mount a drill chuck into the tailstock. Remember, you have to extend it out about 1 inch, align the tang, and you'll feel it drop into place. Then you can put your twist drill in it, tighten it down. Next we're going to drill, and we're going to do this using a peck drilling operation. You'll set your speed based on the calculations in your work package, slide your tailstock forward and lock it. Notice you'll bring your drill tip forward, and you want when the shoulder starts to cut in the pilot hole. At that point, you're going to want to take note, either using the micrometer or the quill markings, where your drill is. You can zero your micrometer and now start drilling to depth indicated on the part plan. You'll use a peck operation with a little bit of lubricant on the drill. To peck, you go forward 1.5 to 2 turns and then break the chip and pull it back. So you go forward 1.5 to 2 turns, break the chip and pull it back. We keep this operation until we achieve our drill depth. If the hole is very long, you may have to pull the drill bit all the way out. When you've achieved your depth, withdraw your drill bit, then stop the lathe. Next up, we're going to mount a center into the tailstock and use it to align our tap. Any center will work. This instance, I have a live center. We'll use the hole in the end of the tap wrench to start a taper or plug tap. You'll notice that the tap wrench has a hole in the end that will fit into the center. Slide the center forward and then gently align it, locking its movement and rotating forward to align it on the Z-axis of the hole. You'll just gently turn it by hand to get it started. You'll feel the tap bite in. Once the tap has bit in, you'll continue to rotate and cut your threads. You'll want to apply some lubricant using the tailstock center to keep the tap aligned. Notice how I slide the tailstock forward with the tap, but I have to allow enough room so that I can back the tap up every couple turns, about 1/4 turn to break the threads. We keep tapping and turning to the bottom. You'll notice that the tailstock keeps me from applying any lateral force on the tap, and it will keep you from breaking the tap or from tapping crookedly. You'll keep advancing the tailstock with the tap as we tap all the way to the bottom of the hole. Remember, periodically move that tailstock center forward using the quill handle. Now we're going down on this particular project about 3/4 of an inch. That will take you somewhere in the vicinity of 15 or so turns. You will feel it as the tap starts to hit the bottom of the hole. You'll feel the tap essentially tighten up like a bolt. You'll see the resistance will build. Stop tapping at that point. Withdraw your center by unlocking the tailstock, sliding it back, and spinning your tap out by hand. The tap will thread out exactly like a bolt. You'll notice quite a bit of chips come out of the hole as you withdraw the tap. Just brush those off of your tap. Once you've withdrawn the tap, we are now going to transition and use a bottoming tap. Remember, that bottoming tap is used to clean out the threads. So it's cut with threads all the way to the bottom. The last 1 or 2 threads are ground down to start it. The trick here is to mount it into the wrench and then very carefully start it just like you would a bolt into the hole. Once you get the tap started, it will thread down easily, just like a bolt. It shouldn't be any resistance as it starts out. You don't need to use the tailstock to align in this instance because the hole is already threaded almost to the bottom. You'll feel resistance build up and you'll have to turn it somewhere around 6 or 7 turns to get to the bottom of the hole. Apply a little bit of lubricant as you go down in and cut your threads. Again, turn forward a turn and a half or two, and then break your thread with a quarter turn back. As we approach the bottom of the hole, you'll feel it tighten up, just like a bolt tightens up. Stop tapping at that point and back your tap out. It should turn out easily, just like a bolt. As the tap comes out, you'll want to clean out any kind of shavings that are stuck on the tap or in the hole. At this point, you're done tapping the hole. The next operation is to part your rod cap. That'll be a separate video. Prepare for that, inspect your threads, and get set up for your last operation. Thanks for watching.